Hello guys, this is here Vishal Jain, your faculty for ACCA AIR and SBR paper. Guys, in ACCA SBR, the most commonly faced challenge is the lack of time management, and we find students saying that sir, we were unable to complete the entire paper in the given time, or we were able to complete only 75 marks, 80 marks, 90 marks. Why is this happening? The point is we are using a wrong approach. Okay, now I am here to help you with a right approach, which will not only save your time in the exams, but will also make your answers more effective, more to the point. The approach which I'm going to convey here is the approach which I used as a student, which my students have used in the past and scored good marks in SBR, national ranks even. Now, what I want is I want to convey this approach to you guys. But before I start discussing the approach, please like this video, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and also share this video with your friends. So let me start discussing the approach which we have to use in ACCA SBR. Okay, so let me take you to ACCA practice platform, the exact platform where you have to give your exams. Okay, so let me take you to the ACCA practice platform and guide you what should be the approach. Okay, so let's go to ACCA practice platform. Now, this is an exam paper in ACCA practice platform, March-June 2024. Question number 1 on group accounting. Now, what I'll do is, first of all, discuss the approach which you take it as of now, and then I'll discuss what should be the correct approach of solving a question. Okay. And then towards the end, I will give some additional tips also to reduce time and make your answers more effective and correct one. Okay. Now, understand. So what a student does as of now is step number 1, he reads the introductory paragraph in depth. Then in the second step, he reads all the exhibits. Exhibit 1 in depth, exhibit 2 in depth, exhibit number 3 in depth, exhibit number 4 in depth. Then he will move on to the requirements. Okay. Now he will read requirement A. And then, okay, according to the requirement A, using exhibit 1 and in accordance with IS 21 effects of this one, explain why NOMSTA functional currency is and why. Now the student will again go back to the exhibit 1 and read the entire exhibit and then try to answer the question. So how many steps? First of all, introductory, second exhibits, third requirement, fourth again exhibits. So you are taking 4-step approach. Now in this approach, there is a challenge. There is a challenge. You are reading the exhibits twice. First time when you're reading the exhibits, you don't know what you are required to find in that exhibit. So you're reading it completely blank. You are just reading it plainly, like a novel, completely blank. Now, so to eliminate this, what you have to do is, first of all, read the correct approach. I'm discussing the correct approach. First of all, read the introductory paragraph. Now, in the introductory paragraph, highlight some key points. That is the financial year end. That is a reporting date. What is a reporting date? Very important point, guys. Okay. Then this question is of console SOFP, console P&L, or you can say console cash flow. What exactly it is? Okay. Or whatever. What is the main requirement of the question? Highlight that. Okay. Highlight that. Now, read this one, and if you find any other important point, just highlight this one. Let's suppose overseas subsidiary. Okay, I will get a understanding that okay, it will have a question on overseas subsidiary. So now introductory paragraph is just to get you mentally prepared for the question. That's all. Nothing else. Now, this is step number 1. Read the introductory paragraph. In step number 2, will we go to the exhibits? No. We are not required to go to the exhibits before reading the requirements. So what we'll do, we'll not go to the exhibits. We'll go to the requirements. Now in the requirements, we'll not read the requirements. We'll just copy the entire set of requirements along with the marks. Just copy, close, open word processor and paste. See, it is already pasted here, and just paste it off. Now what happens? You are saving your time. Why? Because you are not required to open the requirement tabs again and again now. Okay, you're not required to open. So all the requirements along with the marks, it is already there in your word processor here itself. Okay, so you have to write your answer here. The question is also here. Everything is sorted now. Marks is also here. So you're not required to move to the requirement full tab again and again. Okay, now what? So step number 1 is introduction. Step number 2 is requirements tab. Now, step number 3 will be according to the need of the requirement. Let's read requirement A. Using exhibit A and in accordance with IS 21, explain why Nomstra functional currency is NY. So now, according to the need of the requirement, move to the exhibits, navigate the exhibits. Now, if you read requirement A, it is saying you have to answer this question from exhibit 1. Now, open exhibit 1, read it. Sir, what made the difference? The difference here is when you are reading the exhibits now, your mind knows exactly what to find in the exhibit. See, I'm not saying that you have to read the exhibit only one time, not twice. Okay, it might be the case that you have to read the exhibit twice also, thrice also, 4 times also. But what I'm trying to say here is read the exhibit with a purpose in mind. Read the exhibit with a question in mind. Okay, don't read the exhibit plainly without any objective, without reading the requirement. No, don't read the exhibit without reading the requirement. Okay, always navigate to the exhibits according to the requirements of the question. Is that clear, everyone? Is that clear, everyone? Okay, now two steps or 2 points already discussed for saving time. The third point. Now, what you are required to do is, what we as a student do is, if we know a particular answer, we will just keep on writing it, keep on writing it. No, limit yourself. Just see, if the question is of 5 marks, write 5 points. Even if you write 6 points, 7 points, 8 points, you are going to get maximum 5 points only, not more than that. So why to waste time in writing anything extra, right? So write what is required, not beyond that. Okay, write to the point answers. Don't write stories there. Write to the point. Okay, don't go with the flow. Just write what is asked in the question. Third point. Fourth point. Let's suppose I am answering question number 1. I know answer to question part A, I will write that. I know answer to part B, I will write that. I don't know the answer to part 3. Now, what I will do as a student is I will try to do the brainstorming. No, you are not required to do brainstorming now. If you don't know the answer to part C, okay, fine. Just close it, move to the next question. So whatever you know very easily, just write those answers, move to the next question. So this will ensure for the answers which you know very well, those answers are not getting missed at the cost of answers which you don't know, right? Are you understanding my point? So let's suppose what a student does here is, they will if a student says no, I will do the brainstorming now itself. First I will solve the entire question, then I will go to the second question. So now what will happen? You spend significant time in doing the brainstorming of this question which you don't know. So it is of 5 marks. Even if you write do the brainstorming, you are able to score 2 marks. Let's suppose in question number 4, there was a question of 8 marks, which you very well know. But since you already spent so much time in these questions, you were not able to reach question number 4 only. And 8 marks question, which you very well knew, got left. So what happened? You spent time in a question which you didn't knew to score 2 marks out of 5. And and what was the cost? You left 8 marks question. 8 marker question, right? So don't do this. So what you have to do exactly is, first of all, solve all the questions which you very well know. If you think that, okay, for this question I have to do the brainstorming, leave it, move to the next. Okay, then once you are done, completed all the questions which you very well know, then come to the questions which you don't know, do the brainstorming, write whatever you can. Okay, so these are the 4 things which you have to do. I am repeating, I am summarizing all the 4 points. Point number 1, requirements tab, copy and paste in the word processor. You are not required to move to the requirement tabs again and again. Second point, don't read the exhibit without reading the requirement. If you are doing that, you are reading the exhibit plainly without an objective, without a purpose, which will waste your time, nothing else. Read the exhibit twice, thrice, 4 times, 5 times, 10 times, no worries, but read the exhibit only after reading the requirement. Third point, write what is required in the question, nothing more than that. Okay, and the 4th point, first of all, write all the questions which you very well know, and then do the brainstorming for the rest. I hope these tips will help you, and I request please write in the chat box, in the comment box, if you have any other tips which will save time, which saved your time in the exams. Okay, and if you need any other help in ACCA FR or SBR, do let me know in the comment box, and also let me know in the comment box whether your exam is in September or beyond. Okay, and also share this video with your friends. Thank you guys. Bye bye.